Hi everyone, Maxine here with Tink and I Treasures. Welcome back to my studio. Today I have a nifty little hidden paperclip project to share. And I've made a few, and this is what it looks like. It's got a little pocket in it, and so it's got hidden. So here is your journal page, and it just slips over like that, and you have, it's a hidden paper clip, so you can decorate the back as well. So I thought that was kind of cute, and it could be any size. The only measurement you have to worry about is, and this is a prototype, that's the pocket. I haven't glued it down, but that's the pocket. This is the back. See what happens? You can see the paper clips. We don't want that, right? So the only measurement you have to worry about is the back flap and whether or not it's long enough to conceal your paper clips. So depending on what size you're using. Now, if I had used this size, it might have been okay. If I use this size, it definitely wouldn't be okay. So you just have to worry about, well, not worry about, but take into consideration the size of your paper clips and get that back flap to be long enough. Otherwise, you can make them as long as you want, as deep or tall as you want. It doesn't matter. So here's a couple others I made, and we could slip in one of these tags that I made a few days ago using Tracy Fox freebie. If you haven't checked out that video that I did, you might want to check it out. This was a lot of fun to work with. This one got real fancy with that. And oh, my beads. I put some beads on there and made a little tiny one. And oh, this one I really like how that turned out. Got a little charm thing on them and some beads and little tiny tag. I think that's so cute. Anyway, all right, we digress. And here's another one I made. And basically, you know what? You could use scraps for this. That's what I used for all of these, was just scraps I had in my stash. So you could totally use scraps for this project, which is a bonus, right? So here is a piece, and it's a scrap, and I have marked it here where we want to fold down for the back and fold for the pocket. Now, this one is single-sided. The best paper to use for this project is double-sided, because when you bring this up for your pocket, you're going to see the other side, unless you have enough material to actually bring it up for the pocket, and then if you fold it back down, right, then you don't have to worry about what's on the other side, because now you've covered it up. So that's the other option you could use. If you don't have double-sided paper and you have enough material, you can fold down, and that will hide the fact that the back side is white. So basically that's it right here. One fold back, one fold up, and then the other fold down if you're covering a white background. If you don't have a white background, you don't need to do that. Or you can color both sides as well. On all of these, I just used my Distress inks and, you know, colored them because they all was the white. And this is cardstock, and that's another thing. You want your paper to be heavy duty. You know, you don't want to use flimsy book page unless you have several book pages. Ooh, that would be a good idea. If you had several book pages glued together, that would work. So, which way are we going with the... Oh, my heavenly days. Okay. So, if we had several book pages glued together, there's 4 here. That feels like it would probably be okay. And let's just get out our glue stick. See, I'm going off into the weeds. I hadn't planned to do this, but I gave myself a scathingly brilliant idea, so here we go. So yeah, use scraps or use your book pages. Or you could use scrapbook paper or digital kits, especially if you've printed on both sides. And, oh, speaking of digital kits, is anyone having problems downloading digital kits from Etsy? I've had nothing but trouble lately. First, I thought it was my new phone, but so I tried downloading using my iPad, and that doesn't work either. So, you know, when you buy a digital kit, they send you an email, and you can download from that email, right? And it would, you hit download from that email, it would go into Etsy, but then another smaller, another smaller thing would pop up, and that's where you would hit to download. And that little pop-up thing isn't coming up. And I thought it was my new phone, right? So I go into the settings and I make sure, it will allow pop-ups and, all that kind of stuff. And that hasn't done any good at all. So then I thought, okay, well, I'll use my iPad, and that's not working either. So I don't know. I don't contact the seller because I don't think it's anything that's in their control. I think it's Etsy. And I have contacted Etsy, and lo and behold, both times I've gotten a real person, which is very odd because, Etsy's been run by bots. So I don't know, maybe they had enough people complain to where they have real people now. I don't know. But anyway, I've gotten a hold of a person, and they have sent me the files via email, and I've been able to download. But I don't want to keep doing that. I have no idea what the problem is. Okay, so anyway, here we go with this. This is about 3 1/4 inches wide and 6 inches long. This one here is about 2 1/2 inches wide and 5 3/4 inches long. So, but like I said, the back flap, you have to pay attention to your paper clip size. Other than that, these could be any size you want, right? So for this, now, yeah, 4 pages glued together with glue stick is fine. This will work just great. Okay, so we need to measure for our paper clip. So what's nice about using book page is you can gauge where to do things according to, you know, the words on the page. So that's a plus, huh? All right. So then if we bring this up, we're going to have blank, which is fine. So I'm just going to do that. Ta-da! Now, if you get your things are not quite straight, which, you know, mine never are, you can always trim the side, trim it up, get everything to line up nicely. There we go. All right, so the next thing we need to do is how this works with the hidden paper clips, okay? So what we need is some paper, and again, we can use book page, although we need like two pages put together. We don't need all of this, but I'm just going to go ahead and glue it down. Oh my. All right. So all right. So we get those glued down. Where did that come from? Okay, so I'm just going to trim off the ends there. Okay, so then we want to fold this down. And we don't want the fold to be more than our back fold here. So just gonna compare them just so we don't have this folded down more than it needs to be, and we don't want it showing. So I can cut that though. I can trim that up. So we want to fold it down like that, and then you want to put your paper clips on the side of where the fold is. Okay. Just like that. And then we need to measure what size this needs to be. Now you could, you know, get your measurement and do it on your cutter or whatever. But or you could just eyeball it like I just did. Okay, now we want to cut this down. And so it opens up like this. And we want to stick it in here. And I want to trim this down just a little bit because it's exact And I don't want it exact. Oh, I need to cut this down a little bit more. I don't want it exact because, you know, there's too much of a chance that it's going to show, right? So I don't know if you can see how that is just fitting in there. There's just like 1/8 of an inch, if that, on both sides. I think I'm going to trim it down just a tad bit more. So we have a very comfortable 1/8 of an inch on both sides, and then here, you know, that we've got some little room there. Maybe it's a little bit more than 1/8 of an inch. But yeah, you just want to make sure that the whole thing is fitting in there snugly and is out of sight. Okay, now we want to take our glue. Make sure that this open part is heading down and the folded part is in your seam. That makes sense. Oh. Come on. There we go. So you want to get a good amount of glue, especially around the paper clips. And of course your sides and everything. And we want to put it in here. Get it all nice and tucked in. I'll smoosh that down. Very technical words here. Smoosh that down. I hope I've been in frame. I forgot to look. Make sure. I think I have. I don't know. I pardon me if I held things too closely. I tend to do that, you know. We all just want to be up here like this, you know. Okay, so then we want to glue this side as well. Just make sure that you don't glue your papers together that the paper clips are on. You know, we don't want that glued shut, or else you won't be able to slide it over your, you know, journal page. And I'll push that down really well. And let's go ahead and this one. Okay, this one we did a double fold on the pocket so we could hide the back of it. So I am going to glue down the flap here on the pocket. Just like that. And I am going to glue the two sides for the pocket. So you can do this in any order. You can do your pocket first, or you can do your paper clip side first. It doesn't matter. And like I said, it can be any size. You just have to pay attention to the size of your paper clip. Okay, just like that. And then again, we need to do the back, which on these I had been using book page. I believe I did. Nope. I was using scraps. Oh, that one I used book page. But yeah, these I was using scraps actually. So yeah, this is a great way to use up scraps. Especially if you have larger pieces, you know. Okay, let's get that together, and I think I need to get some more paper clips. I think my cat has did something with the paper clips that I had out here on my desk. So there's one smaller one. I have, nope. There we go. There's two. I got some really pretty, kind of, I guess, I don't know, they're pink rose color, pink rose, whatever, what is it called? Oh my god. Oh my goodness, I've totally, the name has just escaped me. Okay. Rose gold, that's it. I have some really pretty rose gold paper clips, but I don't really want to use them in this project because this project, the paper clips are hidden anyway. And I got the rose gold, so I could use paper clips where they don't have to be hidden, if that makes sense. So, yeah, we'll just fold that up and get it cut down for size. Right. Okay. Cut it down a little bit more. And then a little bit more. And you want your paper clips to be on either side like this. You know, you want them far apart. You don't want them real close together or in the middle. You want them on either side like this. That's good. And then we just need to cut this. Yeah, it's a nice thing using this book page is you can kind of gauge where to cut things by the sentences and stuff, so that's kind of helpful. Okay, so that one's gonna fit, and again we want to make sure this is straight. I don't know that it would work too well if it was kind of wonky. Alright, so we want to glue this down. Make sure that your folded edge is tucked up in the corner. Folded edge to the fold. Press that down. Folded edge to the fold. Make sure it comes down okay. And get this side. Make sure and get around those paper clips good. But make sure you don't get any glue to where you're going to glue this together, because we don't want that glued together right there. See, right in here, you don't want that glued together, right? So yeah, I think some longer ones, some wider ones, you know, probably, you know, like almost the width of your journal page, you know. And you could actually you got your pocket in the front, you could actually put a pocket on the back here too, really. Just you know, take a piece and you know, glue it on. We could do that, right? So let's just trim off some and put it on here like that. That is just a little bit. Yep. All right. Ink that up a little bit, because that's not the color ink I used, obviously. I don't know what I used initially on this, but so we're just gonna glue the 3 sides here. Put this down, just like that. And now we got a pocket on the back too. So yeah, you can decorate these and just go to town with them, really. There. Now we got a pocket on both sides of this one. And then this one. Oh, we didn't glue down the pocket, so we need to do that. I really like this book page one. And yeah, at least on these book pages, 4 of them was good. You know, and you could sew down the sides and stuff like that. That would be fun. Yeah, some book pages are thinner, some are thicker, you know, so you're going to have to judge based on whatever book pages you're using. But yeah, for me, 4 of them worked really well. So, and then we can just, well, that's probably not a good one to use, but put these little tags in there that we made on the previous video. These are fun. And Tracy Fox has its free digitals on her Kofu. That's not what it's called. What's it called? What are those things called? Kofu? Yeah, I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, it's not her Etsy shop that has the freebies. It's her buy me a coffee thing. Kofu? Ko-fi? I don't remember what it's called. Oh my goodness. So, but yeah. All right, so this one, I'll put that in there. Right, and now this one has a back pocket, so oh, it's tight. There we go. These are kind of big for that, but I made a little tiny one here. We can put that in there like this, right? So, yeah. So anyway, that's my little idea. So we could decorate this all up. Add pockets to the back if you want. Just pay attention to your paper clips and what size they are, and you know, adjust that back accordingly, and then you know, you can make these any size you want other than that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this fast little project. You can use up book pages, you can use up scraps, and just have fun. Get out your stickers and your stamps and decorate them, and yeah. So anyway, thank you for joining me today, guys. Oh, was I out of frame? Oh my goodness, I might have been. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this, and until next time, take care of you, love each other, and I'll see you again. Bye.